Y'all status Bill Hubble. I bought Lennox Mall for my brothers. Sold your bag, told the cutter. I got it out the field, fuck Russell. Going ass Lori about the paddock and going ass Jordan ass dead. Elite water trying to drown a bitch. This a habit tricking on a bitch. Shit, I'm thinking I'm cooking a pimp. Shit, I'm cooking up dope like a dump. Shit, that Herfer's gon' sit nigga trim. Shit, I'm floating, I'm hot in the blimp. Shit, it look like I'm swimming in glass. Shit, I turn on my bitch cause she bad. Shit, I'm making my ex nigga mad. Shit, they go for that number man. Real nigga learn them, wearing a bag. Piping a bitch and they nail like I can. Turn up the shooters with switches go bad. They was some scammers but now was okay. Slapping the rap with my dog, he fall off. No capping, no bound.
Salute to Al, man. My volume wasn't working right. I had to motherfucking change it. Mic wasn't working right. I had to change it, had to restart it, man. Shout out to Fat Boy and Cole. Y'all the first ones up in here, man. There's been some serious allegations, man. Some serious allegations. Y'all reading the screen. See what the news got to say.
Complaint accusing Jay-Z of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs. This is a new civil filing, and we see the anonymous accuser here alleging the assault occurred after she was driven to an MTV Music Video Awards after party. This lawsuit was originally filed in October, just today refiled to include Jay-Z. I mean, let's start with the basics here. What are you learning about this? What is standing out to you?
Well, what is standing out to me is she was very specific about several things. She describes the house, she describes the driveway, she describes the exact assault, what happened. She talks about various stages of things that occurred. And I think that this is good because this way it can either be corroborated or not corroborated. So she's painted herself in a corner.
Why add Jay-Z now? If this originally was filed back in October, why not do it then?
Very interesting question. I think, we're seeing the same attorney for many of these complainants. And I think we're going to see more and more people added. I think there's a lot that they were looking to prove, and maybe they didn't quite have what they thought they needed to file against Jay-Z initially.
We always appreciate the insight and time. Jennifer Coffendoffer, thank you.
Well, that's from the news. Now we're going to check in with DJ Academics real fast.
Do you need a free, easy way to capture your gameplay? Introducing Outplayed. Record anything on your PC. Highlight reels.
What that nigga say, he ain't giving up 1 red cent. That's what he said.
He did make a good point.
That's what he said.
Diddy level. We all know he's married to Beyonce, has beautiful kids. Like, that's all no. A lot of these things are like behavior from the past. This is the, big pimping era, all that type of stuff.
D-Mac.
And
what's up,
also,
boy?
I think women, again, I don't know if anything is true or false, but people are realizing, hey, some of the activities back then could be misconstrued or could be seen in a different light now, especially if I have an allegation. And also look at the Cassie thing. So I've heard that there's been a lot of conversations with Rock Nation, or let's just say Jay-Z, about women or people who allegedly have allegations.
Damn,
Now,
nigga, Indiana now, goddamn.
It teeters and
big man.
borders on the line of extortion, and
Be
I think
careful out there, boy.
I think now we could kind of unravel the.
Know how they is down
knot.
there, man.
Like, again, we're gonna still say this. I gotta say this because I know Alex Spear is watching this. Like, I'm finna sweat. Relax, buddy. Okay, I think you're a cool guy. Don't hate me. I'm just here. Okay. I think we now could like put two and two together and kind of figure out that. Remember the lawyer Tony Busby? Remember him saying, yo, there's someone who's suing him for extortion, but the person was suing as a Jane Doe.
It was a Jane Doe.
We
Someone
could
put
now
Jane Doe.
put two and two together to realize that person, we knew the law firm was a law firm with Alex Spiro as a partner, managing partner. Now we get to realize we get one of the first big celebrities named, right? And it's Jay-Z. So we could probably think that Jay-Z's suing this guy, okay? Jay-Z or Alex Spiro on behalf of Jay-Z has been pretty active recently. Again, Alex Spiro, under the direction of Meg Thee Stallion, has filed a lawsuit against Milagro. Alex Spiro represents Rock Nation or Jay-Z's interest, and now they're suing a lawyer who has levied, from my count, I think over 17 or 16 lawsuits against Diddy. In the majority of the lawsuits, they claim there were other people of interest, high-profile people that either watched, participated, or ignored.
That's crazy.
Whatever you want to go with, that's what you want to go with. Now, I'm going to also, this is where my opinion comes in. I've read a bunch of these lawsuits. They sound like bullshit. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, out of the 7, and I've read every single one on stream. Out of the 17, like, I'm going to be honest with you, maybe like 4, you could be like, maybe there's something there. The others just sound ridiculous, something out of like a movie, right? And again, I'm not trying to shit on nobody's claims, but come on, bro. Like, you know, some of this shit just sounds like, yo.
Damn.
It just sounds like, yeah, I was at making the band, and Diddy says, how bad do you want to be a star? And I said, really badly. He said, well, come with me in this room, Playboy. Then he whipped his dick out and told me I got to suck it. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Wow.
Like, come on. Like, that's just so cliche. But whatever. Maybe it could be true. I don't know. Right? Now, we got the lawsuit here. And we're gonna recap it. And we're going to go through it. But I also do want to say this. And I like to put this out there because when we see a lot of things, it's very important for y'all to understand how media works. What Jay-Z's done that Sean Carter's, Jay-Z is Sean Carter, sorry. What Jay-Z's done that Diddy didn't do. Let me tell you the really big difference I've noticed between both guys is that Jay-Z has put so many people in positions of power and helped so many entities and also made sure his interests are represented even throughout media, that there are levels of cushioning for any type of, let's say, bad press or stories that would make him look in a bad light. Diddy was just drinking Ciroc and trying to butt fuck niggas, allegedly. I don't know, right? But Diddy was just on some bullshit, like, come to the party, Playboy, let's just do some free calls. He was just wild. Jay-Z is smart. And by the way, this is the first time. Everybody has wondered. We feel like we keep hearing about this mystical person. Is it Jay? We never heard till today. You know why? Put it like this. Half of the media personalities in the game right now, they're not touching this with a 20-foot pole.
Yeah.
Remember, they were all hesitant to touch the Diddy stuff at first.
Yeah.
But then eventually they did.
Hey, only people that...
They're not touching this one.
Hey, the only people that's touching this shit right now is like the news and the article and bloggers like us. Ain't no like that. They ain't not doing it. I seen one news article about this. It's three news articles about this.
At all. Okay?
Salute, Waco.
That's gonna show and go to the power of not only Jay-Z but Roc
Nigga
Nation.
got
Their
power,
influence
bro.
within the industry, as it relates to
You see how like you see how like when in the XX extension case how they wanted Drake to he was supposed to be some type of witness or something and it just disintegrated. That's because they got power. That's that illuminated power, man.
being able to make and break rappers' career, help radio personalities or media
be
personalities
a
get to
lot
where
of
they want to
fans
go.
hurt about
Basically,
this one.
open and shut doors
I don't
for
like
people,
Jay-Z,
and also
though. It don't hurt me.
when you even go back, you're gonna start to realize a lot of things kind of connect. Like, this is a personal opinion of mine when it came to the Tory Lanez situation. I'm not saying Tory did not do anything
They all
wrong,
on streams.
so I'm not here to absolve Tory Lanez.
Andrea
But I do
Gustin,
believe at a
goddamn
point,
right.
because of how the case was going, I felt Roc Nation stepped in and said, we're sending this nigga to jail. This is my personal opinion.
What?
Roc Nation, as I'm saying, is a very powerful entity. Jay-Z is a very powerful person.
Jay-Z, you will be testifying.
As we've discussed with many cases, none of this shit is like random. Made in America Festival stopped doing like 2 years ago. No more brunches. When you see people doing that, that's like the equivalent of Dirk hearing that there's a snitch and him saying, I'm Muslim now. I'm not BD. You get what I'm saying? Like, they know what's going to happen. So again,
Y'all double tap.
we're
the
dealing
screen.
with some powerful
Yeah.
people. And again, I am not here to say I believe.
All the new people we in here, y'all read the screen, man. Jay-Z has some serious accusations that on the table that he has to deal with a 13-year-old child in 2000, along with Diddy. His name came up. Is what they trying to say. Is this the first time that any high-list celebrity name allegedly came up and it was his?
These allegations. But I just like to shine the light on the people in the media who are going to be quiet, the sheep-like fans who only believe that the people that they don't like are the bad guys.
Yeah,
Because that's going to be the question, right?
yeah,
Like, Diddy was easy to be villainized.
yeah.
Jay-Z is a little bit more up there. His cultural equity is, you can't quantify it.
Yeah.
The way he's played the game versus Diddy's playing bingo and tic-tac-toe. And maybe like, what's that shit? They're like freak off Twister. Jay-Z's playing top tier chess. Always has, always been. It's a different level. So we're gonna see what ends up coming out of this, right? But also, this is gonna be a gut check time for hip hop in general, right?
Facts.
Because this idea of so-and-so has a weird case, so-and-so has a weird case. Well, you're going to realize every rapper that's a millionaire or billionaire in an industry, and again, I'm not saying none of it's true, they're going to get some type of accusation of some sort. They're all fighting 55 lawsuits for different things. Tripped, I fell. Your security beat me up. You elbowed me, I fell.
That's
like
true.
all type of shit. So it's up to y'all, but we'll go over it, and here we are. So today there was an amended amended complaint put in. This lawsuit was originally filed back in on October 21st, 2024. It was filed along 4 other lawsuits that day. And it was filed in the Southern District of New York, okay? Now, before, it listed a bunch of individual does, okay? Because since that person's Jane Doe, they call the other unnamed people that they're suing individuals. Now they have named Jay-Z and added on a few more companies of Sean Diddy Combs. Which, by the way, I'm not gonna bore you by showing everything. They also they have also petitioned for Jay-Z to be served, and I'm pretty sure now this thing is public. His lawyers are gonna just take the service of this lawsuit and deal with it. Now, I want to before I get into it again. And by the way, this is his name here, so they just tacked on his name. Before I get into this, the reason why this whole thing with Jay-Z is a big deal is because Jay-Z is the closest as we could get in the black world to the Illuminati. And when I would say Illuminati, I'm saying it facetiously and using as like a...
Illuminated, nigga. This is illuminated. What y'all saying is illuminated shit.
It's like...
And they getting their asses now.
This is like an analogy. Like, to whatever you think that higher power is, that like super untouchable like level, Jay-Z is the closest to it as we could get. You get what I'm saying? For example, who would be in that manner too? Lucian Grange. If we're talking about music, Lucian Grange, right? This is why people think, yo, Drake, you must be out of your damn mind suing UMG. Like, that's Daddy Lucian. Oh, y'all call him Daddy. He's the head of the head. Pause. But
man,
Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine was accused and sued of some of the same things. It's been damn near scrubbed from the internet. You can't even find it. The case got wiped away.
Yeah.
You're never gonna hear nothing more about it.
Money. Y'all
dealt with it really quickly and swiftly.
Please double tap the screen.
But that's what, when you get to that level, does. Now, when you at the Diddy level, yeah, I'm rich as fuck, but I'm arrogant. And I think just having cash is the power.
The rabbit hole is going deep, man. Listen, man.
Jay is moving amok.
Listen, man. No bloggers are talking about this. Where is TMZ at? Where's all them big time media outlets? Why it ain't no videos about this? Where is the news? Why is it only 3 videos and it is paperwork on this shit? Like, oh, yeah, they got news articles, but where are the news videos on YouTube? But like they trying to hide that's the Illuminati. That's the Illuminati, man.
On a lot of different people,
nigga,
that his power is just way more, right? So that's what I'm saying. We have Diddy here. I put Jay right here. Like, he's really of the untouchable ilk. Like how we see Lucian. You know, by the way, there was Lucian Grange was named in one of Diddy's lawsuits, not as a perpetrator, but he was named as a party. Not only him being the UMG's leader, but there was an allegation that he attended one of the parties that later on the freak-off got happened at. And so they were accusing UMG of sponsoring the party, and they said the head of UMG, Lucian Grange, went there. Universal lawyers don't fuck around so much, and that's what I'm saying. That's if there would be Illuminati, that's what it would be. The fucking lawyer who filed it had to apologize for filing, for including Lucian Grange's name in there, remove his name completely, and actually retract everything they said about him. Okay? Never seen that shit before.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about in terms of power.
That's because,
and I do think Jay is near that. I don't think he's exactly there, but the closest a black man gonna get to, if you ask me. Anyway, let's get into the law.
You just get by for a little minute. You don't get away. You just get by for a little minute, big dog. You don't get away.
So,
especially, it's about your skin tone, too. Shout out to my Caucasians and my essays. But your skin tone treats shit differently, man.
This is a lawsuit that deals with a 13-year-old being drugged at an after party. We've read this before. They put a few more details and they name more names, but I'll read it in full that you guys could hopefully get the gist. So it says, defendant Sean Combs, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, a.k.a. Love, alongside his longtime friend and collaborator, Sean Carter, a.k.a. Jay-Z, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after party following the 2000 Video Music Awards.
Shit, man.
Another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor. Now, this is interesting. When I first heard about this lawsuit, before I pulled it back up, I actually thought that they were going to name Jay-Z as the person who watched. I didn't know that they're naming Jay-Z as the person who actually did the sexual act. Now, why is that important? Because the mere fact that they're saying another celebrity stood by and watched, that person is a witness,
Yes,
right?
indeed.
So who is that person? That person through discovery, whatever, has to get named, and it's going to be interesting where that person lies. Does that person say, "Yeah, I watched Diddy and Jay-Z fuck this girl"? Now, what's irrefutable is this: if that person says, "Yes, I watched Diddy fuck this girl," we're going to hear later the girl alleged she was, and by the way, she's grown now, clearly, because this is in, was it 2000? So that's 24 years plus 13. She's 37. She's 37 right now. The woman now alleges that she was intoxicated or she was drugged or something. Now, that doesn't matter if someone says, like say the other celebrity says, nah, I see you suck both of them off. You were not drunk, or you were sober. The problem here is the girl is 13. It doesn't matter if she's drunk, in any type of state of mind. That's a child, right? So if they had sex with this 13-year-old at all,
Crazy.
that's a huge problem.
This is
Right?
crazy.
Whether, and by the way, most of these lawsuits, we've read all of them, they have a pattern
crazy.
of saying, hey, we show up to,
This is crazy. And then you be having weird trolls coming in here trying to defend this shit. Bro, we are looking at paperwork and lawsuits and people trying to sue. These are children trying to, if it is money grab, what if, if it's a money grab, then shoot, that's fucked up. But what if it's not?
to the event, we get a cup, we take a sip. We usually know it takes like three drinks for us to start feeling away, but all of a sudden we start feeling dizzy, woozy, and we wake up and our pussy hurt, right? Or butthole if you're talking about a dude, right? But it don't really matter about the drugging if that's what they're going to allege, which they do. If this person is 13 and has sex with Jay-Z or Diddy, that's a crime, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know some of y'all, defenders or, other people might be like, well, imagine if she lied about her age. That could be a thing too. That could be a thing. Like maybe she told somebody like, hey, no, I'm 17 or, well, that would be
People
weird.
think this a game.
I'm
Once
18.
you reach a certain status,
I'm 18.
they come
How old
for
were
you.
these guys in
And so-called celebrities,
How old was
see, they took the offer,
Diddy?
and they got manic and all the unthinkable things. I'm glad it's being exposed.
If
Man, these
Diddy is
people don't believe in
55
this shit,
now,
man, Miss Creole, they better wake
in
up.
2000, come on, in the year 2000, and
That nigga is 55?
year.
Diddy is 55
Okay,
years
so we just got to
old.
minus 24 years, right? So 24 years, he would have been
damn.
31, right? 31, because he's 55 now. He would have been 31.
31.
Okay? How old was Jay-Z in 2000? Apparently, are they born the same year? Oh, they're born the same year. Okay.
They both the same.
So they're
year?
both 31 at the time, right?
Damn.
Now, this is also the very interesting thing. And again, I'm not sitting here. I want
They
people to
have
know.
footage. It's something.
I don't have nothing against
Listen,
Jay-Z.
man.
I think you don't got nothing against me.
You got, and for all the naysayers, hey, shout out to Aunt Boogies, man. Listen, man, Miss Sabia, salute. What y'all gotta understand is they got tapes and shit. So if they see Jay-Z sitting there in the chair or something or anything, nigga, it kind of looks like that someone's lying and it ain't the plaintiff.
I'm not also making up excuses. I'm just trying to talk out scenarios. These things could be all the way true or all the way false. We don't know. That's why we're trying to think out loud.
Man,
Could this be
Miss Saba, if you hanging around Miss Saba and Miss Third Coast, if y'all don't mind, if it ain't respectful, clip that shit.
a 6'9"
Take they lights out. If it's not respectful, take they lights out.
situation? Now, hold on. I know what you're saying. What the fuck are you talking about? Hold on. Now 6ix9ine, who caught a charge
Oh,
of
that's Rick.
sexual misconduct or sexual
My
conduct
bad,
with a
Rick.
child or a minor, whatever. His story is this. Yo, we were inviting chicks over for like a music video and some other shit for TikToks, or no, it wasn't TikTok, it was Vine back then or something. This girl comes over. She was, I think the girl was like 15 or something.
Because the reason
she's-
why I say clip their ass today, I'm gonna say clip their ass today, Miss Third Coast and Miss Sissay, because these, you know, the world thinks Jay-Z is the best rapper, so it's gonna be a lot of fans that's angry, and they gonna come in here angry, like they get mad when you talk about Charleston White. They gonna come in here angry, talking all type of Diddy talk and all types of shit.
Supposedly told him that she was of age, so she
clip
tells him
they
like,
ass.
yo, I'm 18, right? So she tells him she's of age. Now, granted, I know what y'all saying. Bruv, like even this one is worse, right? Like if you're 31 and you can't tell a chick is 13, you're bugged the fuck out, right? This is, I don't know how chicks was looking in the motherfucking 2000, but come on, ain't no goddamn way you 31 and you can't tell this chick
I don't know about
is not
that,
even
Turbo
15, right?
Tony. I
But
don't know
if you
that's
listen
true.
to the 6ix9ine story,
Maybe
that's what he.
something I should
He's
look
like,
up.
yeah, we didn't
Maybe I'll
know.
look it up right now.
We didn't know that the woman was underage because she lied about her age, right? Now,
true.
I don't think it matters that much, but for some people in narrative sense, because you know, you when you see these things, you're trying to think of these people. Were these guys really just attracted? Because it sounds wild.
That's what
Like
I'm saying.
if you're attracted to a 13-year-old,
Like,
that
this-
would be the definition
this
as
shit is ill.
Kendrick. I think even Kendrick would define that as a certified pedophile, right? You know what I mean? The definition of being a pedophile is not just under 18. It's actually the attraction to prepubescent teens. You get what I'm saying? Right? I think I got my definition right. Definition of pedophile. Well, the simple one is the person who's attracted to children. When you get into a psychological way of how they look at it, they said that they actually call pedophilia a disorder, which I'm like, what? Okay. In which an adult experiences primary or exclusive sexual attraction to prepubescent children. Although girls typically begin the process of puberty at age 10, 11, and boys at 11 or 12. Psychiatric diagnostic criteria for pedophilia extends the cutoff point for prepubescence to age 13. Now, it's weird for me to even Google these things, trust me. But I'm just trying to just talk through this stuff with you. So technically, that would actually be a pedophile. You get what I'm saying? So if there's a grown man who loves a 13-year-old, that would be the certified. Like, when I mean certified, certified by the goddamn. Let's what it says certified. This would be Let's just click on it.
They need to bring out the list though, right?
Yeah, this is certified by the American Psychiatric Association. So that's what Kendrick was talking about. Certified pedophiles. That's certified, okay? So liking a woman 13 or under. Now, even though I think we all agree, if you like a minor and you're a grown-ass man, we almost call that pedophile too. We do. Right? Like, that's weird. That's just super weird. Cool. But the actual definition, just to be very factual, is 13 or under. And by the way, I keep having to say, because I know, we live in clip culture, so I can't just say it and just stop. Yes, if you're fucking a 14, 15, 16, 17, up until legal, you're weird, especially you're 30, right? Cool.
Hey, for the person that said that Beyonce was 21 when she met Jay-Z, I mean, no, they said that she was 18 when she met Jay-Z. No, she wasn't. She was 21. I just went through all that searching for that comment somebody had put in there talking about that Jay-Z was 30 and Beyonce was 18. No, she wasn't. She was 21.
All right. So the woman is 13, allegedly. Now, this is another thing. You know, this guy, Tony Busby's
might be cooked
job,
on this one, man.
and it's
real.
his due diligence that he has to take to file a lawsuit.
Beyonce,
They have to make sure the woman was actually 13. Because they're alleging it. They have to make sure she had some proof of even being at this event, or being around this event. And by the way, the event is the 2000 Video Music Award. We've watched pieces of this, and I guess maybe we could corroborate some of the story. Did Jay-Z go to the 2000 VMA Video Music Awards? Did he go there? Let's see. We got the here we go. So all of these are from this is from the 2000 VMAs. Okay?
This nigga
we
might
see
be
Dr.
cooked,
Dre.
man,
Let's see.
This goddamn internet is a motherfucker, boy. Like you could, this internet
Okay.
can cook
Look like
you,
he got a nomination.
Cook
Look,
you.
let's see. Here we go.
DMX.
What I'm doing.
Okay, what category is this? Oh, this is the nomination for Best Rap Video. And again, this is the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000.
Best rap video. DMX. Party up.
Rest in peace, X. Okay, we get it. Okay, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Eve, Love is Blind. We don't want to get struck. Jay-Z actually, again, this is the Big Pimpin' era. Jay-Z actually gets nominated for Big Pimpin'.
Welcome everybody.
Okay.
DK. Big Pimpin'.
Which, by the way, this is why, like, a lot of these lawsuits, if you're a fan of hip hop, which obviously I am, you understand different eras are different, but like we're now in the, as Kendrick is gonna call it, the weird case era. So like everything looks horrible. Like for example, if you pull up Big Pimpin' lyrics, like you know how people will just judge you off of one action and just claim you're guilty for something else. Well, if we go by what this is why I'm streaming on Twitter, because this is how Twitter thinks, right? Fuck what was being alleged, and let's look at that. They'll be like, wait, so you're telling me back in 2000, Jay-Z rap, you know I thug him, fuck him, love him, leave him, because I don't fucking need him. Take him out the hood, keep him looking good. But like they'll read all of this and be like, oh, this nigga's guilty.
Oh,
now,
man.
obviously, I'm not doing that because I think that's wrong. But that's how, and this is why I'm streaming on Twitter, because you got to hold the mirror up at Twitter. Like these Twitter.
See, that nigga is crazy, dog. This nigga DJ continues to went all into your lyrics. He types so damn fast, this nigga pull up your lyrics so fast, boom, put it on the screen on your ass.
The motherfuckers, that's all they do. Like they're all soapbox warriors that forgot where rap was coming from. I see everybody's championing Kendrick with this new weird case era shit when half of these niggas slap they hoe, half of these niggas cheat on their wife, half of these niggas, have ran trains on groupies. Like,
first,
I don't want to do no handle birds here because I have
remains after careful.
and also half of them have women saying A, B, C, or D about them. That's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? Okay, many chicks want to put Jigga fist in the cuffs, divorce him, split his bucks just because you got good head. I'ma make bread, so you can be living it up. Shit.
Double tap the screen, y'all. Double tap the screen, y'all.
Yeah, this was before Jay-Z found out Beyonce.
This is trending news right now, y'all. They dropped this shit on a motherfucking Sunday.
I'm a pimp in every sense of the word, bitch.
Freaking Sunday.
Better trust and believe him. In the cup where I keep him till I need a nut, till I need to beat the guts. Then it's beep beep, and I'm picking him up. You picking him up on preschool or not? Let me see. Let me stop. Okay, all right. So he was nominated. I'm trying to see if I can see a video of him being there.
The MTV video.
Okay, is there any video of Jay-Z there? Lil' Kim was presenting some shit.
What did you think?
All right. Okay. Let me just Jay-Z. Aaliyah won. Ooh. Aaliyah and Beyonce. Look at this.
What's up? What's up?
Oh, Jay-Z was having the time of his life. Holy. Jigga! It's your boy, Ho! That nigga was having the time of his life.
This is not a laughing matter, I can tell.
God
You
rest
gotta
his
stop
soul,
that, man.
What are you looking forward to seeing?
Okay. All right. I can't find a video of Jay being there. So, we like to fact check things as we're reading it. But if y'all have a video of JB in there, y'all can let me know. But let's just keep it going. Okay, so apparently this was a after party following this music video award show in 2000. So they're saying another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting a minor. Many others were present at the after party, but did nothing to stop the assault. Combs has been allowed for years to conduct himself in this manner without any consequences. He believes he's above the law.
And then for all you fans, we're not saying that Jay-Z did anything. The accusations is that he was sitting there while the shit happened, which is the same as if you watch somebody get unalived and you just step over his body and walk and go jump in your car and go to work or do whatever it is you have to do if you watch somebody unalive.
He is not. His close friend, Sean Carter, has been with Combs during many such instances described herein. Both perpetrators must face justice. For decades, defendant Combs abused, molested, raped, assaulted, threatened, and coerced women, minors, and others for sexual gratification to assert dominance and conceal his abhorrent conduct. He accomplished these acts by and through a criminal enterprise built on his success as a rapper, record producer, and record executive. Combs is one of the wealthiest musical artists of the world, behind the facade of a 3-time Grammy Award winner and discovering and developing multiple famous music acts and ranking on Forbes' list of highest paid entertainers in the world. There existed something
I just thought about that. He
sinister.
just said that.
Dark.
You're right, Darrell. He did say that.
A dark underbelly of crime,
crazy.
sex trafficking,
I'm trying to
forced
give him
labor,
some leeway,
kidnapping,
Darrell.
bribery, and prostitution.
That's the same
Combs is
as
a menace
watching
to
underage.
society.
Women
and children.
Yeah,
While his
Mr.
wealth has
Combs.
kept him above the consequences
Watching
for
that-
years,
that
Combs
shit on
now
your
faces the
computer.
awesome power of the American judicial system and ultimately a jury of his own peers who will be asked to punish him for his deplorable conduct described herein.
Deplorable.
Now, a lot of this is about Diddy.
Damn.
I know y'all want to get this shit about.
It's the words I
Sean
ain't
Carter,
never
right?
heard before.
Okay,
Deplorable?
so
Fuck that. Man.
Combs. All right, so this is about Diddy. This is about Diddy. Members and associates of Combs' business engaged in or attempted to sex trafficking. They're kind of whatever. Then they're talking about his pervasive history of sexual assault and violence. Okay. This might be important to y'all. Let's read this. So for years, Combs and his businesses engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse toward women, men, and minors. The abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated both men and women to participate in a highly orchestrated performances.
Why you gotta say it like that? Both men and women.
To participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with both commercial sex workers and unsuspecting partygoers. Combs ensured participation from these individuals by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them with or without their knowledge, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, or threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation, violence, and illicit drugs. Combs particularly fancied the use of the popular date rape drug, Rufinol, or GHB, to commit the heinous, non-consensual acts of violence and rape.
I'm more like, who next? Who else? More like,
he would
who
often
else?
secretly use a drug in an alcohol beverage served at his party.
This is the lawsuit is what he's reading. The lawsuit that whoever this child is or whoever this is got against him. This is the lawsuit that they got against him. I don't know if it's both legal or criminal, but I'm thinking this is a legal lawsuit because they want some money. They don't want no motherfucking, this ain't no criminal like.
Were forced to consume the alcohol beverage containing GHB, either prior to or entering while at Combs' party. There's also an allegation of Combs dousing victims in lotion, similar to body oils.
Hey, the Chris Montana name came up too.
With GHB. So that the drug could be absorbed through the victim's skin and make it easier for him to assault
his name came up.
him or her. Further, it's well known that Combs had a practice of lacing water bottles. Oh my God, the water! With other substances such as Xanax.
Just imagine you in a party and the first thing when you get hot, you want to grab you some water, man. Just imagine if the water is tainted, man. We gonna call it tainted, man, for YouTube purposes, man. Just imagine you don't even drink. You don't even drink alcohol or drug at all. And you tell your homeboy or your homegirl to go get you the water, or you go get a water and it's tainted. Man, that ain't fair.
And distribute them at his parties. His recurrent and pervasive physical abuse took place for multiple decades. His tendencies and violence and sexual assault
I'm saying the same
were well known
thing. I'm
amongst
agreeing with you.
his colleagues, his employees, agents, and businesses. On numerous occasions, from at least around 1996, and continued for years, Combs assaulted women and men by striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at them, kicking. He also assaulted children, both physically and sexually. 1996, he was found guilty of, okay, we don't have to go down his past. And they talk about the other lawsuits he got. Okay, cool. And then let's get to okay, now let's get to
Hey, I am paranoid, man.
Defendant Carter, aka Jay-Z, is like Diddy. A wildly successful rapper and businessman, Carter and Combs have a long history together. Carter met and began collaborating musically with Combs in the 90s. Combs and Carter rose together to the very top of the hip-hop industry in terms of fame and influence by the end of that decade. Combs and Carter were not only simply occasional collaborators in the music industry. The two men developed a close friendship that has been well documented from the late 90s to the present. Together, they attended countless music industry events for each other's businesses and ventures, parties and after parties. Indeed, the two are apparently so close that Combs stated in 2023 that Jay-Z is the only person other than Diddy's own mother who's allowed to call him by his legal first name of Sean.
Get the fuck out
2000, near the height of their fame, power, and influence, Combs and Carter attempted the 2000.
I told you my name was Diddy. I could just hear that nigga saying that shit.
2000 Video Music Award in New York City. Afterwards, Combs hosted an after party for many of the most famous celebrities in music and entertainment industries, including Carter, Jay-Z, which is where the events, alleged in this complaint, occurred. So here are the allegations. Plaintiff is going to be unnamed, okay? They're going to go by Jane Doe, and they reside in Alabama currently. Defendant Sean Combs is a male who, on information belief, resides in New York City through incarceration in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. On information and belief that all relevant times, Combs owned and or controlled Bad Boy Entertainment Holdings and all these companies.
See, Mr. Coach, what people don't understand is we don't want this to be true. They act like we want this. These are black icons that made a detrimental contribution to the hip hop culture. We don't want this to be true. This shit puts a black eye on hip hop, man. But then again, when you see that it puts a black eye on hip hop, maybe that's what they are trying to do. I said they. I didn't say a certain type of person. I said they.
The facts of Combs' ownership and titles of Combs' corporations enabled and conspired with him to commit the unlawful sexual violence against the plaintiff described herein. Defendant Diddy. Okay, so they're just talking about the parties here. We want to get to more of the interesting stuff. That's what about Sean Carter. This is about Diddy, about Diddy, about Diddy, about Diddy, about Diddy. Now, defendants. Okay, so it's organizational does and individual does, and then now we're back at Sean Carter. Defendant Sean Carter is a male who, on information and belief, maintains his residence in both New York and Los Angeles. He's more commonly known by the industry name Jay-Z. Carter was identified in plaintiff's original complaint as Celebrity A prior to the filing of this
Listen,
amended
man,
complaint.
Darrell, listen, Darrell. This shit goes on with the governors, the senators, the president. My nigga, I can show y'all videos about this shit, dog. But it don't become big when they do it. They don't get caught. They don't put up whole investigations for them to get caught. Let me remind y'all that Diddy is a billionaire. Yeah, because we're minorities. We looking at the hip hop state of it, bro. Not to mention that he made multi-million-dollar deals. His lenders were billionaires also. Them people ain't black. Them people ain't black. It was important people in these parties. So the same way they get him, they gotta get them too, man.
Carter has received a letter from the plaintiff's counsel
That my boy
requesting
Fat,
a
man.
mediation
Salute,
to resolve
boy.
the matter, aka Jay-Z
Hope
pay
all
the
is
fuck
well
up
out there in
or we
H-Town,
finna
North
put your name
Side
out,
for
okay?
you, boy.
Upon present information and belief, Jay-Z responded to said letter by not
That's
only
how they
filing
stay in
an utterly
power.
frivolous lawsuit, so now we can
Man.
confirm what I said before. Jay-Z is the person who initiated that lawsuit of extortion against Tony Busby. It's clear now. So not only filing a
If he don't
utterly
tell, he's
frivolous
stupid as hell.
lawsuit, but also
If Diddy don't
orchestrating a
tell, he
conspiracy of
dumb.
harassment, bullying, and intimidation against plaintiffs' lawyers, their families, employees, and former associates in an attempt to silence plaintiff from naming Jay-Z herein. This effort was meant to scare the plaintiff and discredit her counsel. The effort failed.
You see?
Indeed, the plaintiff chose to file his amended complaint as
You see how they try to scare you from doing it? Ain't no telling. What does scare mean? It means to be in fear of something, right? So what are you trying to do to scare me? You can't scare me with some paperwork. We ain't talking about scaring me with a lawsuit or something, because the lawsuit is on you, nigga. So how are you planning on scaring the plaintiff? And they still filed on your ass. Nigga, you ain't scaring me, nigga.
a result of the egregious conduct perpetrated by Carter. Each of
Salute
Combs
Mario
Corporation
Sasa did it.
aided and abetted Combs in committing the unlawful sexual violence against the plaintiff, are alter egos of Combs, completely dominated by him and used by him for his personal interests to engage in wrongdoing which later harmed plaintiff and others, and served or have served as vehicles for Combs to move and dispose or insulate his assets, including in connection with his criminal activities, and to avoid compensating victims of his many crimes, including plaintiff.
They don't want to pay.
Then they basically say they're going for over $75,000. They don't have to list how much they're going to sue for. They're leaving that up to the judge. Or they could later put in a request. All right, and then on a jury case, we get that. So here's the factual allegations. And around September 7, 2000, a plaintiff who was then 13 had a friend drive and drop her off near Radio City Music Hall. Now, is anyone here of age? And obviously of age, but like, does anybody remember
What you talking about?
like
DJ
being into
Anthony?
music back in 2000? Or back when VMAs used to be popping? Like, I feel like these days BET Awards happen and nobody really talks about it.
Yeah.
Back then, the MTV Music Awards were the biggest thing possible. Now, I personally think it's weird if a kid is showing up, but it felt like some of these award shows, they had like little kid fans of these artists there. Like, oh my God, Beyonce, oh my God. Like, I felt like that was a thing. But I would still imagine that your parent is bringing you. I don't think you're just showing up by yourself. So that's a little sketchy to me, but it is what it is. So this 13-year-old shows up, and her friend dropped her off near Radio City Music Hall, and that she could try to attend the VMAs.
She
Now,
crazy, fat
also
dog.
interesting, she doesn't have a ticket.
And I know my nigga
Attending the
Pants a
VMAs was on the
rapper, so
plaintiff's bucket list.
He understand
Well,
this is weird.
That's
fool.
also a little bit odd because
Shit weird, fool. How you
you're
think
13.
Beyonce
You
feel?
don't have a bucket list. Your life is just beginning. Whatever, though. And she believed she could gain entry. The plaintiff arrived at the venue and saw large crowds gathering as artists and entertainers began arriving. Plaintiff was very excited. As the event began, much of the crowd moved inside with the plaintiff without a ticket, as I said, remained outside with others and watched the VMAs on a jumbotron. Chat. So that's what I'm asking if that's weird. Does that sound odd that maybe a young child or, I'm guessing maybe there wasn't much parental supervision. But did people show up to these award shows and just kind of like, I just want to see a celebrity? These days, I feel like people are numb to celebrities to a certain extent because of social media. Like, if you like Usher, you could just DM him. If you like Chris Brown, Drake, you could DM them. Back then, the only way to see these people was probably to show up to some of these
They
things.
tripping, man.
So I don't know if maybe it's just my mind now saying, yeah, that's kind of odd. Or maybe that was what people did then. What do y'all think? Let me pull up the chat here for Care Academics. How y'all doing over there? Damn, we got a packed house up in this bitch. 20,000 watching
That
on.
nigga had
Care
20,000
Academics.
people in there on this live.
They were like,
20,000
got like
people.
250,000 views
bro.
on X.
That nigga was killing fucking Bill.
Okay.
Excuse my language, y'all.
So
God damn.
it says that as the event began, much of the crowd went in. The plaintiff without a ticket remained outside watching on Jumbotron.
I wish
Determined
it
to
was
get
Cito
into the
from
VMAs on
Body
after
Boy.
party, she approached several limousines parked outside and attempted to talk her way into either. One of the limousine drivers she spoke with claimed to work for Diddy. The driver told her that Diddy liked young girls.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Damn.
And she fit what Diddy was looking for.
Damn.
That driver need to be sued too. If you over here recruiting for Diddy, it sounds like you're recruiting 13-year-olds for Diddy. You're guilty too, right? This is why when some of the security guards be talking for Diddy, I be like,
You know, I be jamming that body.
y'all really want me to believe
You know
that?
what I'm saying?
Y'all
One of my
niggas,
favorite
y'all
groups,
niggas was
man.
always
Shit.
off shift when he was doing the fuck shit. Okay. And while fit what Diddy was looking for. And while not allowing her into the awards, the driver invited her to an after party. The driver stated that she had to drive Combs and others to an after party first, but instructed the plaintiff to return to his location after the event and that he would pick her up and take her to the after party. So essentially, she's not going to the award show, but she could possibly see some of these celebrities at an after party. Later that evening, the plaintiff excitedly returned to the same location and waited for what seemed to be a long time. The driver eventually returned and drove her to what was described as an after party. After approximately 20 minutes, the plaintiff arrived at what she believed to be a large white residence with a gated U-shaped driveway. Once inside, two men asked the plaintiff to sign a document, which the plaintiff did not read, but which she now believes might have been a non-disclosure agreement. She was told that she could not discuss what happened at the party. She gave the men her name and then signed the form, but did not receive a copy. Inside the building, the plaintiff recognized many celebrities as she entered what appeared to be a large living room or foyer containing a large crowd. The plaintiff attempted to mingle in the crowd and talk to several of the celebrities that she recognized and whom she wanted to see at the VMAs. Wait staff circulated through the room carrying trays of drinks, and loud music played throughout the venue. The plaintiff observed a widespread drug use, including marijuana and cocaine. If you're 13, would you know what cocaine looked like? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking 13 too innocent. I know 13-year-old now, they fucking, they doing all whatever, but like 13 is kind of normally like innocent, right? How the hell you know all this shit? And by the way, she's showing up to these things by herself. Okay, whatever. After attempting to talk to numerous celebrities, the plaintiff accepted a drink from one of the waitresses circulating the crowd. The drink was reddish yellow mixture. It was a reddish yellow mixture that tasted like orange juice, cranberry, and something bitter. After drinking just a portion of that drink, plaintiff started to feel woozy, lightheaded, making her feel the need to lie down. A photograph of an actual exemplary container used by Combs and or his agents and employees to insert GHB into alcoholic drinks is seen below. Is this a syringe? Kind of looks like it, right? Looking for a place to rest, the plaintiff walked down what appeared to be a hallway containing several rooms off of it. She entered what appeared to be an empty bedroom so that she could lie down for a moment. She did not lock the door. The room contained only a large bed with no furniture of any kind television or any other furnishings. Soon after, Combs entered the room, along with Jay-Z and a female celebrity. I don't know if I remember hearing there was a female celebrity. You know what this means, Chad? Tony Busby, whoever celebrity be, is hitting up that other celebrity and said, "Hey, I just named Diddy. No, I just named Jay-Z. You gonna pay up, or we gotta name you too?" You gotta realize, again, let's kind of reset for a second. These are civil suits, right? So there's no justice in terms of people going to jail. Obviously, Diddy's having his own situations, but he's still not even charged in like criminally for this, right? So there's no like justice technically. Like it's these civil suits are give me some money that I could feel better. That's what this is. Even if it's true, give me some money that I could feel better. So I know some of y'all are gonna be like, well, this kind of sounds bullshit or it sounds extortionary because they're rolling out the lawsuit like an album release. Yo, Celebrity A. We're like, who's Celebrity A? But all the while they're asking Jay-Z to pay them. Jay-Z says no. They name him, right? Then they now name Celebrity B. And I'm pretty sure they're going to say, yo, you need to pay us this or we're naming you. Now, you might say that sounds extortionary, but the whole nature of the lawsuit is not to get jail time for anybody. It's to get money. So this is why, like, the claim of extortion.
This shit right here. Man.
The very nature of these lawsuits is extortion. You get what I'm saying? If you're saying, yo, pay me $500,000 because I think you butt fucked me.
Oh, man.
That's almost like the very basic, like, transcript for extortion. So civil suits, in essence, if you use them maliciously, could be just extortion already. But what Jay was filing against Tony Busby is him saying, yo, you're asking for money that your client doesn't name us in the lawsuit. And I think this is what Tony Busby's whole, take of this thing is going to be. Well,
I was a broke
you were never going to go to jail. We were asking you for money regardless. Like, yeah, this is not we're not asking you money to not be included, because even if you are included, we're still asking for money. We want money. That's the whole point. We want your money. And here's the thing too. Jay-Z's a very, very big fish. I have to imagine. Let's think about this, chat. They've heard about alleged other people who are trying to do the same to Jay-Z. So this isn't a one-off.
Could it be fair to
Jay-Z's been around?
Could it be fair to say? Could it be fair to say that if a MF give up $30 million in a lawsuit, I would think a lot of people gonna come from you. And he gave it to her so fast. She came up with the allegations. Like 10 days later, he paid her. 10 days? Hey, that was the quickest process. That large amount, that fast. Tim, give it to her, shut up. She can't go on no public platforms and sign in NDA agreement or whatever. But what about the court? What about this federal court system? Can she testify up in there?
Now, right? Tony Busby knows what that's worth. How would he know? Look at Diddy.
Mine backwards.
Allegedly, when Diddy had settled, he settled between $10 to $50 million.
A bunch of freaks.
Who has the pockets that's even larger than Diddy? Jay. And he's never been named till now. Sorry. So you know what? They probably went to him to say? Bro, check this out. Look what happened to Diddy. Don't make the wrong choice, brother. Don't make the wrong choice. Diddy made the wrong choice. He went to jail. How about we just settle? Give us 15, 20 mil. It'll never come. Right? I have to imagine that's what it was. Now, that's what Jay-Z's calling extortion. And I think extortion has a broader definition, because I guess it could be. But I think people generally, like, if you think about Kevin Hart, or what Kevin Hart alleged in his situation, that was like more textbook extortion. Pay me this money or I'm releasing a video of you fucking. So if you don't pay the money, the video comes out, right? But here, it's like, well, we're suing you. We don't care how we get the money, whether we get it from a settlement, which saves us legal time, legal resources, and we can just bust down that bread immediately, right? And I would imagine they're doing it pro bono. And I've talked to a bunch of attorney who, well, not pro bono. There's another term for when like these guys do litigation on behalf of a plaintiff, but there's an inherent agreement, and from what I hear, it's that at base it's 33%. So if they get $20 million, that's $6 or $7 million that the law firm would get.
God,
you get what I'm saying? So they're gonna bust down what they only take the cases versus big clients that they don't have deep pockets. But whatever they get, they'll take 33%. Now, granted, here's the thing: Busby is a high-powered civil litigator. He might say, we got to do this 50-50. So if I get 20,
Right.
I give you 20, we keep 20.
Right.
No. If I get 20, I give you 10, we keep 10.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know the nature of their business, but it is very interesting. And I'm only mentioning that because anytime you see someone specifically mentioned but not named, that means they're telling them, show us the fucking money.
Oh.
Not meaning it's not true. It just means this is always a money play, right?
Yeah, he's guilty.
Again, a civil suit. A civil suit, and that's another like misnomer people have
Let me
gotten.
remind y'all, dog, this is the FBI. This ain't the state.
Like when Kendrick said someone like Baca had a weird case.
They
Like,
slam dunk
he had
the
a case
best
that
of
he
them.
was charged with human trafficking. Like that had jail time. These are the cases we're seeing in hip hop. This Me Too movement is like, other than Diddy, because now the feds picked it up. All these are civil suits. Like, anyway, all right. And by the way, if we think about this legally, female B, we're gonna see if they're gonna say that female B involve themselves in sex, but I'm wondering if they could be sued. And so I'm gonna be actively thinking about what could their liability be here, right? If Jay's fucking, Diddy's fucking, they clearly gonna get sued, right? Combs aggressively pushed the plaintiff with a crazed look in his eye. I don't know what type of look. Grabbed her and said, "You ready to party?" God damn, I imagine this thing sound like Vince McMahon. Holy. So Combs then threw the plaintiff towards a wall, causing the plaintiff to fall.
What?
The plaintiff got back up. Okay, this is like a wrestling match. He threw her against the wall. The plaintiff got back up and stumbled, at which point Combs grabbed her again and threw her on the bed. At that point, Combs began to remove the plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. The plaintiff was then held down by Carter. Oh, wow.
What? Oh, whoa, wow. He reading this off the paperwork, y'all. This ain't no bullshit, bro. Like, what? I'm reading it right now. It say the plaintiff was held down by Carter. It's only one Carter. We ain't talking about Dwayne Carter, Lil Wayne. We talking about Sean Carter. Wow.
Read that again. So Diddy threw the 13-year-old towards the wall. The 13-year-old fell. The 13-year-old gets back up. Combs grabbed her again, threw her on the bed. At that point, Jay-Z began removing the girl's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. The plaintiff was held down by Jay-Z as he vaginally raped her while Combs and Celebrity B watched. After Combs finished, so I guess Combs nutted, pause.
Let me put my
He stepped back towards the wall, probably has some post-nut clarity. Combs then stepped forward. This is nasty work.
This is
You
a
know
disclaimer,
what's true?
y'all.
But
My
this is nasty
disclaimer.
work.
This is
You know why?
fair use.
Because
Fair use.
if we're going by the MO that they're saying about Diddy,
Man, dog.
remember, we just heard a scenario. They said, Diddy throw the girl on the wall. Then throw her ass on the bed. Jay-Z holds her down on the bed and starts taking off her clothes and fucking her. And Diddy, they're all in the same room, but Diddy's behind we all know Diddy was jerking off looking at Jay-Z's butt, right? We all know. Come on. Like, y'all, we heard the stories now. Like, Diddy been whacking off in the corner for like 20 stories now. We know he's watching Jay-Z fuck. Like, he's not watching the girl, he's watching Jay. Jigga man, Jigga man, what? Like, yeah, come on. Just think about it. They're describing it. Look, the mere fact, they're saying that Jay-Z had to step up, which means he was behind. No, not Jay-Z. I mean, Diddy had to step up because he was behind Jay-Z. You know Diddy was jacking off to Jay-Z's butt. That's a fact. All right, let's not say it's a fact. It's what's alleged, okay? And we're going to assume. Okay, so Combs.
They gonna kill you.
All right, cool.
Gonna live your ass, DJ.
It said Combs then knocked the plaintiff down. Okay, so Combs then stepped forward. Let's go back to here. Step forward. This is after Jay-Z nutted, allegedly. Step forward, and then he had sex with her too. While Jay-Z and Celebrity B watched. Okay? Now, I think, so Celebrity B is a female. Sounds like this was going to be a foursome or something like that if this happened, right? Celebrity B is a female. I wonder why we're not hearing about any sexual activity with her. She's just watching on some shit. Okay. All right.
Watching on some shit.
Plaintiff was held down by... Okay. After Carter finished... Okay, yeah. And then Combs then stepped forward and vaginally raped the plaintiff while Jay-Z and the Celebrity B watched. The Combs then knocked plaintiff down, attempt the plaintiff to perform oral sex on him. She fought back, standing up quickly, punching out at the same time, hitting Combs in the neck. Taken aback, Combs stopped his attempt. When Combs backed away in surprise, plaintiff grabbed her clothes and shoes and ran out the bedroom, holding her dress in the front like a towel. She ran through the residence until she found the front door and was able to leave the party. Although there were other guests at the party, no one appeared to take notice of the plaintiff's distress or attempted to help her. Once outside, the plaintiff put her clothes back on and left the scene in the dark. The plaintiff attempted to retrace the route taken by the limo. She kept running until she reached a gas station and noticed...
You know what's crazy about this? They say that Jay-Z and Beyonce met in 2000, and this shit supposed to allegedly happened in 2000.
She noticed on her way to the party. A female clerk noticed her distress and allowed her to use the phone. She called her father, admitted that she lied about her whereabouts, and asked him to pick her up. The plaintiff's father arrived to pick her up shortly before dawn. Now, I had a source of contention with this part of it when I first read it. So you're telling me your daughter snuck out, lied to you about where she's going, went to not only the VMAs to stand outside, but then gets brought by a limo driver to an after party where supposedly she gets drugged and Jay-Z and Diddy rape her while there's another celebrity watching in the room. She somehow wakes up out of this blur of a stupor and just start punching, grabs her clothes, runs out of the whole residence, runs down the road to it's like a scary movie at this point, runs down to a gas station, calls the father. The father shows up, and you're telling me your daughter tells you that all this happened, and you ain't say, oh, it should have been two things. Let me go get my gun. I'm about to go murder them niggas. Right. Or bring me back up to where you just came from. I got to see them niggas about this shit. Right. That's the only thing I'm like, yo, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. I'm wondering why the father wasn't like, yo, I gotta go see them niggas right now. Like, fuck that. Or be like, you know what? Let me get you home. Or and then the next thing is, what father doesn't take their daughter to the hospital? Now, it doesn't necessarily mention if they did or they didn't, but they leave it out of the lawsuit. But these are obvious questions. So you as a father didn't try to go get your little dirk on and slide and get revenge. Okay. You as a father ain't bring your daughter to the hospital. You as a father, like, you didn't make a stink about it at the time? Like, you just were like, okay, all right.
In my life,
you lied to me. That's what you get.
Like
Let's go home.
Money
what?
turns people.
That sounds crazy.
Definitely.
You sound a little bit crazy, right? Am I tripping?
Man, this money is fucking these folks' heads up, man.
What y'all think?
It's gotta be, or they just ill people.
All right, anyway. After the assault, the plaintiff fell into a deep depression, which continues to affect every facet of her life. The plaintiff suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder and a seizure disorder caused by stress trauma. The plaintiff has had difficulty maintaining normal relationships and lives largely withdrawn from society. They're filing this as a violation under the New York's Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act. And this is how they explain it. And this is coming from the Busby firm.
This is crazy, fool. This is too much, man.
Okay, now, in record time, Rock Nation has released a statement from Jay-Z.
The root of all evil and power, man. They be thinking that you can buy your way out of trouble. I don't think that shit is true, fool.
Oh.
They even took
I was like,
even took our ex-president's son.
All right, this is the letter from Jay-Z. It says, my lawyer has received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one.
Now, y'all know that, I think this is Jay-Z words, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a good point. Not gonna lie.
Let me see.
But also, here's the thing. And, you know, even, okay, we'll just keep reading.
Yeah,
These allegations are so heinous in nature. I implore you to
right
file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Who would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that was the case. I agree. This lawyer, who I've done a bit of research on, is this Jay typing this or Alex Bureau? This lawyer, who I've did a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. Hold on. I have no idea how you've come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I am more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at an age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these type of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe these idiotic claims you have levied against me. That if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable.
Weird,
I look forward to showing you just how different
shit that
I am.
Like, people just...
Why does nigga Jay-Z sound like he in Gotham City right now? Nigga sound like Bruce Wayne. I will come back to Gotham City, Joker, and show you how different I am. What the fuck is it? Anyway, Jay-Z sound like he stand on business. That nigga sound like T.I.'s son, King. you look like he about that life.
nigga
Okay,
like-
Jay. Okay. Now, do y'all believe this shit?
This nigga academic is good at this shit, dog.
Do y'all believe it?
He good at this
Now,
shit, dog.
with me, and I'll be
Hey,
very
he
open.
definitely good at kicking your ass when you down, Cole. This nigga definitely good at smoking your ass when you down, boy. He gonna kick the shit out of you,
Honest.
dog.
Anytime I see a civil suit, I always say, why are you trying to, like, again, the civil suit should be in accordance with a criminal suit. When I see people only try to get a civil suit, especially the way they're all rolled out now, it looks very sketchy. Because here's the thing, we hear salacious details and then we hear nothing. A lot of these cases take years to deal with. Did the police look into it? Did the police find that these allegations had some nature or was rooted in truth? Did charges get considered? Why weren't charges brought? These are real questions we do have to answer, right? Because these days, the accusation is just as bad as the charge, right? Like, again, and also what it does, especially for people like Jay-Z and Diddy, it breeds other people to say, oh, hell no, y'all not beating me to the punch of getting my money from that nigga. That's a fact. After, when they heard that Cassie got $30 million, man, shit, they should have had a hotline back then. Everybody was trying to get a goddamn lawyer. Whether they sucked him off consensually or not.
God damn.
So again, I don't believe for 1 minute this is going to be the last of this. This is the beginning.
Definitely.
Now, the only interesting thing I'll point out here is that, Jay, we're going to have to call you to the carpet. From what we're seeing, you and your lawyer use bully tactics too, gang.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all do underhanded, backhanded media things, it appears, to dirty the reputation of people y'all don't like, media members you want to silence, rappers that you want to devalue or hurt their career. You're also not a saint in terms of, maybe it wouldn't be blackmail, but maybe like these underhanded tactics that the industry plays. So while I do agree with him that it has to be a tough conversation to sit your daughter down and say, hey, Blue, you might go to school and they might ask you about some stuff about us in the media or about me. Yo, fuck them motherfuckers, man. They want what we got, bro. Like, okay, they're lying. Okay, people lie in this world. You're living a good life. Niggas is broke, right? Well, however he explains it. Definitely tough. You have to have some empathy with that. But I'm not gonna lie.
This is crazy, man.
There's a lot of shady stuff happening. There's a lot of shady stuff happening.
Guarantee it is.
And I'll just kind of leave it there. I'll let you guys delve into. It's a lot of shady stuff. And again, I also want to be very clear. Not because if you ask me, do I think that Roc Nation has been doing shady shit in the industry? Of course. Does that mean Jay-Z fucked a 13-year-old? I wouldn't say that or even dare make the accusation. Now, was somebody down to make the accusation clearly? Is Jay-Z like Diddy? I can't speak to that nature. But I do hear that there are other people who are saying stuff. People, what this does, and this is why we're in like this, we're going to call it, as Kendrick calls it, the weird case era. Because now people are going to start evaluating relationships that he may have had. Well, how old really was Beyonce when y'all started fornicating or getting with each other or talking or whatever? How old was Aaliyah? How old was Foxy Brown? How old was this person and that person? And, One thing, this is why I say that Jay-Z he's really smart, way smarter than
What if he
Diddy.
just did it?
Jay-Z's way
Explain to
smarter
the
than him
jury
because
everybody just broke and
you ain't hear what Foxy said?
what he had.
I'm a real Queens bitch, or wherever. No, I'm a real Brooklyn
Hey,
bitch.
I
or wherever
believe
she
that
said.
shit.
Basically, I'm a real down bitch, bro. I'm not telling y'all nothing about
Man,
nothing.
listen, man. Now the man, this is not no slip in the lawsuit in the store where motherfucker get $100,000 or $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. Nah, man, this nigga paid this girl Cassie 30 M's. My nigga, the motherfucking the Lynn Liquors is gonna be on your ass trying to get some money, man. We know that.
Good dick.
We know that.
Right? Like, she was like, yo, you ain't coming.
Definitely agree.
Like, I'm good. Right, she kept it
They said this is we read
kept
see,
it-
there's court papers about it.
like this with it. You
He's
feel me?
being sued, I think. It's not criminal.
She
I
says,
don't
I'm an
think. I
icon.
don't know.
Miss me with the fake news. NDA, a motherfucker alive that can stop my story. NDA on my shit, gonna run 100 mil. Then, basically, she
Told you,
said,
that
stop
NDA
playing
ain't
my
gonna stop my
name.
story.
Dying for a comment. Can't spin me with the sucker shit to take Hove down. Better ask about the cloth I'm cut from. You heard her. Better ask about the cloth she cut from. So, one thing I know is half of these people in media, half of these
Damn.
people in the music industry, period, Jay-Z is a part of their story or is currently cutting them checks. Not to shut up or nothing, but like he's
Yeah, John.
good.
Beyonce was
And
18 when
that does
Jay-Z met her. No,
like, when you're someone
no.
who
Beyonce was 21 when she met
many
Jay-Z.
other successes tied
It
to
happened
you
in
giving them
20,
opportunities.
They said 19.
It's less likely that they would even
99,
entertain any of this,
2000.
right?
She was 20 or 21.
Like, pull that. I'll give you an example. Jay-Z is 1 millionth more popular than me, and watch how hip hop. Remember when I got sued? That shit went like wildfire. I've never seen news spread that fast. I've never seen news spread that fast. I've never. Watch tomorrow. It's the reason why. Yo, listen. We got damn near almost like 100,000 people in here. It's the reason why. Oh, Rumble didn't. We're not live on Rumble. Oh, it's the reason why everybody gonna get a little quiet. You ain't gonna see. Yo, listen. Another thing too.
Yeah, probably
Let me tell you how the media works.
Probably, I don't
Let me
know
tell you how the
nothing
media
about that. You know, probably just met each other.
I'll give you a media
seen each
secret,
other,
sir.
Yeah, but I mean, probably.
Remember when
messing around, I guess 99. That's what it said.
Remember when? You ever watch
99,
Charleston White and he
2000.
said, "Yeah, the police ever come pick me up, I always keep like 1 or 2 murders in the tuck that you know what I mean. I could tell on some niggas to get out of this shit."
Forget Beyonce. What
Watch
about
the
Aaliyah?
next 3 days.
Yeah, see, y'all barking up the wrong tree. We can tell. We know. I can tell you, all you Jay-Z fans that would tell you something right now that'll definitely make all y'all mad. All y'all, my nigga. Let's keep it funky. They all chased after Aaliyah. All of them, from Jay-Z to Dame Dash to motherfucking me. All of them. They all chased after Aaliyah. All of them. And she was too young, including R. Kelly. She was too young. They all wanted her. And I don't know how old they were, Jay-Z and them then. Them niggas had to be like 28, 29, 30. Now that's what we should be talking about. You know what I'm saying? These are facts that we can put on
Roc
the board
Nation
to show that
are
they chased
what
that
they
little girl
are.
around.
They got one big story in the chamber to switch this all up.
You know,
Watch.
they all chased after Dame Dash, all
Watch.
of them.
That story might get deployed tomorrow or the next day,
You know,
but I say before.
all of them.
This shit won't make it for the week. Y'all want to bet? This shit won't. Yo, by next week Sunday.
But you want to know what's crazy? Y'all, not to keep stopping it. What's crazy, this how you know they're elite. These people are elite. What I mean is elite Illuminati, elite mind fuckers. because we talking about 3 A-list celebrities that was trying to push up on a young girl. How did that shit get swept under the rug? But y'all get R. Kelly later on some other shit. But see, maybe they got R. Kelly because in actuality, they all wanted her, but R. Kelly was the only one that got her.
That would be like, wait, niggas do Jay-Z? Oh, that's old as fuck.
Know, or what I know.
Watch.
It was with Jay-Z first.
Anyway.
Then Dame Dash got her, then R. Kelly. Well, there's your answer right there, Nicole Rising.
See, I want me to be anti-Hove so bad.
There's your answer. There she go. She hit it
Fuck
right
out of here,
right
post
there.
that.
Good comments
What do y'all
to
think
get
about
y'all
all this?
wrench, man. Good real comments to get you a wrench. I ain't biased at all. I don't have no dog in this fight. Wrong is wrong and wrong is wrong. So I'm gonna take a look at both sides of the fence, you know?
Let's hear this. By the way, here's the thing too. So Jay's power in hip hop is on parallel and unprecedented. Okay? So hip hop outlets are gonna be the most quiet they are today. We might even hear a rapper die this week. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is how powerful this thing is. We might just hear a nigga die. A nigga might just fake his death. I'm like, yo, all right, I'm gonna just go to Cuba, nigga. I'm out. Let them report on me dying that changed this subject up. You feel what I'm saying?
Welcome, Mr.
So
Cole.
Jay-Z,
You have a wrench
that's how
now.
powerful he is in hip hop. Outside of hip hop, though, nah, he can't have CNN and Fox don't give two fucks. You get what I'm saying?
It is a new hour here on Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news that we want to bring to you. It was being reported by TMZ and now Fox News. We are learning that Jay-Z is accused of raping a 13-year-old girl. That is new in the Diddy lawsuit, and the new allegations are just coming out this evening. Jay-Z is being accused of raping a minor along with Diddy at a MTV VMA.
Hey, let me also say this one thing, and I hope what I'm saying, y'all understand me. I'm not here defending. I'm not protecting nobody. I'm just please understand how I'm saying it in the context. Context matters. In 2017, when they tried to do the music thing, like the
Even
music,
Timbaland, yeah, he talked. He was in love with her
the
too.
music
I forgot
industry,
about
Me
Timbaland.
Too
See,
movement.
that's why
by
I
the time
gave
it got
you a
to
wrench. I forgot about Timbaland
the
too.
music industry,
They
what
was in
happened
love.
then
That
is
girl was
everybody
like
got low, and this is how they
something.
usually handle things.
She had something that
whether
they
in the movie
wanted.
industry or the music industry or in the model industry, okay? Nobody has a comment on it. Nobody talks about it. Everybody gets low. Some niggas start retiring, and people get out of Dodge, and you wait till the wave blows over. I guarantee that's what's probably happening for the people who own companies like Abercrombie and Hollister. We just seen one of their CEOs like go down, right? So if they were ever on some weird shit, or not even that, but like if they know that maybe people could accuse them, even if it's false, you're gonna start seeing them move a little way. And again, that's the industry adopts to every time when something that threatens almost the very essence of the industry. And what I mean by the very essence is I'm talking about the artists themselves, or these moguls who their legacies have built this entire thing.
John. You sure all right, Miss
And
JoJo?
even, not the greatest analogy, but like shit, they just killed the CEO for the healthcare companies, and every other healthcare company removes their CEO from their website. So what I'm saying is that when one thing happened, everybody starts moving a certain way. Oh shit, they're killing CEOs. Yo, take all the CEOs off the website, right? That's how the healthcare, and obviously that's murder.
Yeah.
When 2017 happened, they called out a few people. L.A. Reid, get your ass on out here. And they called out a few people, and everybody else was like, oh shit, let's chill back. Let's not jump on that person and act like they're just whatever. Because what usually happens is that, I'm telling you, you're going to have to think of all of this as one or two things.
Crazy. I wonder how his wife.
All of these niggas are predators.
Man,
or
Mr.
certified
Cole.
pedophiles, word to
Man.
Kendrick, or you're going to say,
Hey,
yeah, there probably were some predators, but so some people are guilty of predator behavior or sexual assault, but what probably the whole culture is guilty of is
not saying nothing.
there was an atmosphere that resembled what this person or these people are talking about. And you're going to have to figure it out quick. Because back in 2017, everybody kind of chilled out.
Man.
Now, people are gaslighting in soapbox. Right? So, for example, and it's not a Kendrick thing, because I think 50's at blame,
this
too.
shit is put a black
When
eye
Diddy's going through his
on
thing,
hip-hop,
50's
bro.
pushing the envelope.
Definitely put
And
a black eye
and
on
50 never
hip-hop.
really chilled out until his baby mama came out and accused him of some shit, which he later sued her, which recently dropped. But he was pushing that line too. But Kendrick's pushing that line too. And again, obviously he's talking more about contemporary people.
I'm gonna tell y'all why I knew Jay-Z was there. I'm gonna tell you why I knew Jay-Z was there. Because when they did the interview a month ago with Dame Dash, and he was talking about after Jay-Z stole the company from me, I was blackballed. I was no longer able to enter these meetings, these parties, these nothings, because they wanted me to go broke. So when he said this shit, he said that in these high meetings, these record execs, bro, it's two companies who make the most money. Them two guys are gonna stay glued together, my nigga. They're gonna stay glued together in different big multi-mil ventures. You know, when it comes to hip hop signing people or alcohols or whatever it may be, fashion. Like the way Dame Dash looked when he said, I'd rather be broke and take my kids to school than have that money and deal with what the shit that they got going on right now. And he also said that maybe some of those deals they blackballed me from, maybe they'll come fuck with me now. Dame Dash, this could be Dame Dash's chance to shine. Because they about to lose a whole bunch of money. I already seen a title where it said Jay-Z and them is losing $50 million. If this shit is true, bro, them sponsors, they not going to sponsor you. All them lenders you was getting to make you get all this money, because, you know, rich people don't use their own money to get rich. They use other people's. You know? And I knew it was true. I knew it was something in it, man. I'm like, man, this nigga.
This is what I personally think.
This nigga, normally Dame Dash is in the interview smoking joints. You know, it wasn't no weed involved. He wasn't tripping. He was very, 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 very serious. Like, I can't believe this shit. Like, I mean, I heard that it was going on, but now I know it's real. Then he started talking about the drinks. Why they always try to give you drinks, and he say, I don't drink. These people know I drink, but every time no, I don't drink, but every time I come, they try to put the drink. He said they try to give me drink so much, I just take it and hold it. He said he got to thinking about the Ciroc. Like, maybe the reason why Ciroc took off like that, because he was putting something in, you know, just insinuate. We know that's not true, but just like, what if, though? He started thinking about the times like he was in parties with them, like, what if they was trying to do me something? Glad I didn't drink that. It's crazy work, y'all.
And it's kind of like with the Cosby.
It's crazy.
I think Cosby was whatever they're saying he did, or he is. But I do believe he was an outlier of an already existing culture that was already super gray area-ish. Like they were fucking the models or fucking the wannabe actresses or whatever. Like they were doing these things. This is what I'm saying about this new era, especially these guys. You know, hip hop has finally reached the place where
Definitely, Nicole.
Diddy, billionaire, Jay-Z, billionaire, like Dr. Dre, billionaire, right? These moguls, these guys who built this entire thing, they're so fucking rich. Which, by the way, anytime the more money you get, you incentivize people to sue. But here's the thing: the culture of what happened in the 90s and 2000, and I'm down to debate anybody on it. The culture, the after party culture, it is very easy for someone to have the interpretation of, you took advantage of me. You did something to me. And this is what I'm saying about the soapboxing. Because Jay-Z ain't the only one they got allegations about. They're just looking up at the scoreboard of who got money. Hey, if you got a B, give us 50. We need 50 of that, we will shut the fuck up. So, it becomes difficult, I believe, when all of these people indulge in that culture. Do I believe, and let me further explain that culture. Do I believe that Jay-Z, and by the way, again, we're speaking to rap culture too. Do we believe that maybe Jay-Z and Diddy, or let's just say some rappers, all right, let's speak without names. Some rappers after an award show had an exclusive party, invited a bunch of groupies, and then watch one girl just get piped the fuck out, and niggas took turns, ran a train. Does that sound does that sound like, oh, what? That don't happen in rap? Does that sound like, especially in the 90s, what they were talking about in the 90s, early 2000s, niggas is swiping credit cards through these chicks' ass. This whole respect women shit now is like mad new. Back then, niggas is doing anything. So, I do believe that, maybe this happened as it was said, or I do believe a lot of these rappers existed in a time in the culture where that culture, when dealing with women, especially groupies, and I don't mean to call this young girl at the time a groupie, but it was probably on a
that nigga Academics is on that
level where
Academics is on that brown bottle. He keep taking a sip every motherfucking 10, 15 minutes, nigga. That nigga is drunk right now.
It could be then seen 20 years later in a different light. You see all these cases have, we went to the party and they drugged us. Do you believe that they were just handing out just drugs, just date rape drugs to everybody? Or you think it's a hip hop party and everybody's just sipping on whatever the latest drink is?
Was necessary
to get to get everybody a little bit more comfortable.
Was necessary for success. Yeah.
Well, what do you think it is? So this is a lot of what you think the era is. So you could think, oh no, Jay-Z and Diddy, they were drugging chicks, injecting stuff, or you could say, well, you don't have any proof. Well, again, I just think it was a cult. People were drinking at parties. People may have done some other drugs. Do I think they were fucking lacing these joints?
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to just say no, but if you've been at a hip hop party,
it's a black eye to the hip hop.
Motherfuckers got coke, Xanax, pink cocaine. They got everything, nigga. Yeah. Now, granted, when you bring that to a sanitized Twitter space, or you have a soapbox warrior like Kendrick talking about it, it looks really crazy. Yeah, because that shit don't sound good. But I'm pretty sure Diddy and Jay, well, obviously, by the way, if the chick is 13, like, that's crazy. And, that's another thing. Now, that I think is not cultural. But I think that's why they have buried and suppressed so much. Now, I don't know if Jay-Z ever been with an underage girl. I don't know. I don't know if Diddy's ever been with an underage girl. I don't know. There's obviously this is an allegation, but I don't know. That's a fact. But I think we've heard enough about how niggas was getting down in the 90s that we do think that half or the majority of these niggas, again, we're not saying they fucked some girl who may have been under 18.
With money don't have to drug people. Most people.
I think there's been some rap lyrics about how some of these niggas was giving it up, and they didn't seem to give a fuck.
Listen.
It wasn't like right now on Twitter, if you tweet it out.
Listen, Star, I'm going to tell you why he was drugging them. Because he was doing it to men. You doing it to men that they don't even want to be gay. I mean, excuse my language. They don't want to even be that way. Like, you're doing it to men and women. Not just women, you're doing it to men. Motherfuckers drinking, taking a drink and waking up, all your body parts that open and sore. Your bunion, your mouth, your cooch, all that sore. And you don't know what happened. Yeah, you know what happened. I know what happened.
It's like,
Hey, them horse
now obviously
tranquilizers
13
is a
still,
motherfucker,
right?
man.
But like,
just know that.
I think
Hey,
back then,
if it's gonna tranquilize a horse that weigh close to 1,000 pounds, 5, 6. I don't know how much a horse weighs. I'm just insinuating 1,000 pounds to tranquilize that motherfucker. Just imagine what that shit's gonna do to some motherfucking human that's 150, 160, 70 pounds.
they was just on some other shit. So what I'm saying is this.
Yeah,
I
bro,
think
you don't have to be drugged,
a lot of,
man.
everybody talking about it, it's very easy to, when these eras come and go, people realize you need to sacrifice one person. Bill Cosby.
When do you hear a grown man say, I was raped, I was eight? When do you hear a grown man with you hear this shit, but man, you don't hear that shit. Now, come on, man. Like,
Had to sacrifice for the sins of the entire. Not saying he wasn't maybe the worst or blah blah. But you think he was the only one nigga doing that? I think half them niggas was doing it. You think it was only Diddy? If he did it, you think it's only Jay? It's the culture that was doing it. But everybody gonna be quiet, act like they wasn't there.
Oceans, TD Jakes, he was there.
You notice now one of these niggas ain't come out and be like, yeah, no, I used to do mad parties back then. But what they describing over there, we knew that only Diddy did that. They always doing the same shit. I think. Me personally, I think all them niggas is doing the same shit. If he was in the 90s, early 2000s as a rapper, a lit rapper who had a crew or whatever, throwing parties, you was probably throwing parties that maybe an underage girl come through one time. Maybe all type of bullshit was happening, bro. It was just back then, the girls were probably just told, shut the fuck up, you a groupie. Now, it's like, you got a weird case. You get what I'm saying?
Y'all don't think it's funny? Y'all don't think it's crazy that these celebrities don't let people have phones in their house? Y'all don't think, bitch, I'm not giving up my motherfucking phone just to go to no party. Man, I'm not giving up my phone, period. Anything could happen, nigga. Hey, y'all don't think it's nothing wrong with giving your phone up to go to a party? That's because they don't want you to take pictures of the shit that's going on inside these parties, y'all.
That's what I kind of think. You know what I mean? I should call whack on this. Okay. Before I do that.
Hey, they said Braun was there too. That's why I'm saying it's gonna be hurtful to a lot of fans, man. Hey, Jeremy, it's gonna be hurtful to a lot of fans of all types of people, all types of celebrities. It's gonna be hurtful. A lot of people gonna argue you down. Boy, this topic right here is gonna cause arguments like religion. You know how that's the one topic where everybody will argue about religion, man. Religion and politics. Hey, and P. Diddy and Jay-Z. Now P. Diddy and Jay-Z. Oh, man.
If you guys are just tuning in, Jay-Z has been finally named in a lawsuit that is accusing him of being in a act of sexual assault where he's listed as a perpetrator along with Sean Diddy Combs of a 13-year-old young girl on November 7th, 2000. This woman claims that she went to a party, an after party after the VMAs. And then she went into a room after taking a drink. She believes that she was drugged. Now, here's another thing too. Like, all these lawsuits claim that they're drugged. If a 13-year-old who's never consumed alcohol, well, I don't know what this 13-year-old was doing. Again, I'm not picking up for nobody, but like, we have to think a little bit. These are,
Stone, you definitely
and this is why the era we're in now, the easiest way to kill somebody's reputation is to file a civil lawsuit.
Hey, man, Stone, I don't got no dog in the fight, bro. I'm not defending Jay-Z because I'm not offending nobody because gaping somebody is definitely wrong as fuck. And at the same time, lying on somebody and putting a jacket on them and trying to get them for their money is wrong as fuck too. So I don't got no dog in the fight. I just agree with any respectful comment about it. I agree with whatever y'all gotta say. I'm just one person. Without y'all, this wouldn't be a show. You know?
The easiest way. Right? And here's the thing. Nobody gives a fuck about the police, right? Because even say Jay came out and said, yo, you know the police investigated that
Where's
before
the
and
wives at?
said I didn't fuck a girl that was underage
said
and say
that,
whatever.
Jeremy?
People don't care about it. People care about the civil laws.
Man, where the fuck
Right?
is, where y'all women at, nigga?
So we're in the times of civil lawsuits, but usually people don't give a fuck beyond. Let's see how they reported. ABC Chicago. Damn, they're on Jay's ass.
We've got some
Oh,
breaking.
by the way, I guarantee them people who the K-bots and the rest of the woke people who love Jay, you know what they're gonna say? Jay was finna go by, which I think he probably was finna go by like an NFL team, was finna go by baseball
now let me
team.
remind y'all that. Now let's talk about that. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't got no dog in the fight, and I'm not taking up on him. I'm just insinuating. Didn't this something similar happen to a guy that we know, an old school guy that used to have a show that we used to watch? I think it used to come on at 5:30 when I was a kid. It used to be called The Cosby Show, Bill Cosby. And he thought about buying a station, right? A main station, then turn it into an all-black station. Was it NBC? He wanted to buy NBC, the main station, and turn it to a black station. Now, come here, Bill. Come here, Bill. We finna snatch that little money away from you because you getting too high on yourself. Could it be that? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Come on now.
My NBA team or buy like a fucking.
You go to try to do that shit, they don't want you to get
The
ahead
news to
like
get to,
that,
a civil
you know?
lawsuit has been filed against Jay-Z, saying the rapper raped a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. The suit alleges that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, raped the girl after the Video Music Awards alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The victim says she was invited to an after party after being spotted by a limo driver and was then assaulted by both rappers. Jay-Z is calling this a blackmail attempt. He released a statement on social media responding to the lawsuit, and Texas attorney behind the legal action saying in part, these allegations are so heinous in nature, you have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I look forward to showing you just how different I am.
Interesting. Not gonna lie, man.
Breaking news tonight, we have some new
Ladies have more.
of Diddy. Belong to musicians.
So remember when Diddy House
Women
got
are smarter than men, and this coming from a
rated?
man. I don't care what
They put out this video and they said this is how Jay was probably reacting. But
I
it was
do
just like
shit that I
we've
know
seen,
my girl wouldn't do.
you know. And y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Do y'all think Jay-Z's movements is a admission of guilt? You can't win an eye of
It's a lot of
eye in
stuff
the court of
going on
public
this
opinion.
side. It's so
If you
much
go low,
right now, like
kind of look like you're guilty.
this shit here, dog.
If you talk too much, look like you hella guilty.
Yo.
There's no real way to deal with it. So Jay-Z, they canceled the brunch 2 years in a row. Jay-Z brunch canceled.
Yeah, he
Right?
went in the club, but look,
Jay-Z
but look
and-
though.
Beyonce's
Hey,
annual
who was that
Rock
said
Nation
that?
brunch reportedly
Hey, the
canceled.
guy, you right. Hey,
Yeah,
the
so
guy,
say
you definitely right. He wasn't in the club with the youngs. But damn, you got him for giving ladies volumes and shit like that. You giving them some volumes and shit in the 70s, some shit that's 20 or 30 years ago, 40 years ago, bro. And they still took him to jail for it and broke him. That's what it was about. It wasn't about the time. It was about taking that money away from you. You're not going to see. He was trying to use his money in a good way. He was trying to make his money. You know, you got Diddy who used his money for the power and the evil, allegedly. You got Bill Cosby who was trying to use his money to do something good, and they tore his ass down for something that was old and a motherfucker. Snatch that money. You can't have these thoughts of taking over shit like that. When you go to thinking like that, you're getting beside yourself. So let's bring you back down to your level. Let's bring you back down out them clouds. You know?
This Grammy party, but they didn't go to, or they didn't host a brunch. A lot of people thought that kind of meant shit was hot. Of course, one of the iconic pictures
and all types of bullshit drugs. What's no fentanyl and nothing, you know? You could just give them sleep
from the brunch
pills,
is
you know? Something to relax
right
with,
here.
you know?
We all remember this conversation, right?
Bill Cosby, old Bill Cosby, man. God
Diddy,
damn.
Jay-Z, brunch.
Old Bill Cosby, man.
It's 2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated.
Exactly.
As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a Black Billionaires lunch. Yeah. You understand? Right. And we here together, and we're going to keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us. Black excellence.
It's crazy when you got Jay-Z talking in the background. That's right. Yeah, Diddy, get him. Oh, man, let me the thoughts, man. Stop this shit, man. This shit's crazy, man. Yeah, they gonna have me. Damn, man. I hate this for these two, dog. This call.
Incoming Meek Mill rant.
This is just...
Soon. Y'all think Meek Mill's gonna say he's...
Meek Mill.
No Jay-Z gang? That might have to be a thing, right?
Dog, this is like, dog.
If you know Diddy gang.
Yeah, fool.
Well, the other person who was also fucking the 13-year-old, allegedly, are you gonna be no Jay-Z gang? As I said, it was easy to get rid of Diddy for a lot of people. Jay, this gonna be a very tricky one.
Lil' Kim,
I got a list of people.
Big Papa.
I got a list of people who, well, you know what I mean? And honestly, some of them have, you know, they've kept certain type of distance and grace on all of these type of situations. So, won't get into all those. But anyway, let's see.
This shit is real. This shit is like, dog. And the reason why I'm taking back laughing, like when I'm laughing, bro, I'm just,
as Diddy's home in Los Angeles has been.
You laugh out loud. I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing like, dog, this shit can't be real. And you know, I'm the type of blogger to search. I had already looked at this paperwork that he was reading, bro. Like, this shit is real. Like, this shit is real, bro. Like, this guy's name is in the paper. The right name. The first name. Not no motherfucking Jay-Z. They got his real name. Sean Carter. Whatever his name is. That's I don't know.
Rated by Homeland Security.
Now for breaking news, music mogul Diddy's mansions raided by Homeland.
Law enforcement sources are telling ABC News that right now authorities are carrying out searches.
Two more accusers who have... We know all of these already. But do you also know there's someone watching with a stronger interest in how things turn out? Because he shares so much in common with Diddy? Oh, if it's not clear by now, I'm actually talking about Jay-Z. We've got the inside scoop on what's going on. And trust me, it's big. From the East...
So this was 8 months ago.
Coast to the West Coast, federal agents are making moves, raiding Diddy's homes in Beverly Hills and Miami. But through all that noise, rumors are swirling that those closest to Jay-Z have never seen Hov so shaken. I mean, can you really blame...
Yo, is this like an AI voice?
The guy? There's a certain dread that comes with watching your accomplices get caught. Who knows what anyone can say to save their own...
Wow. Would y'all go to... Accomplish sounds crazy. Now, one person in the industry told me this, man. They said, yo, Ak, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Yo, Ch, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is 100%. It's 100% what's funny to me. They said, Ak, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I ain't gonna lie, some of these chicks might have a case, but
hey.
The majority...
They say go do your research before you... Hey, I done my research. Do I believe he did it? Who am I to say to believe that he did it? Do I believe that he's accused? Yes. Yes, I do. I seen the paperwork. I believe that the feds are accusing him. Yes, I do. Is he guilty? I'm not the judge. But hey, his name is in that paperwork.
These hoes lying, man. They broke, they want to check, they see these niggas up. They all got fucked, never got wifed, and they salty. And he's talking about some of the women with Diddy and some of the women making allegations.
I don't lie to myself. Why would I lie to me? Why would I lie to me? I'm not going to lie to myself. No, I'm not.
There's other people. And the person went on to say to me, yo, here's the problem
definitely Buffalo
with Diddy, though.
This the year that
all
nigga
type
Diddy
of shit
is hitting the fan.
Outlasted his welcome.
Wild shit.
He ain't know when the party was supposed to stop. He should have literally watched.
But Cat Williams told y'all this in the Shannon Sharp interview. Cat Williams said, this is the year, y'all. Cat Williams told y'all this. Now, do Cat Williams look like he's a drug addict or he's crazy or he's high or he going out of his mind? No, man. Them people look like they seen something that people were trying to silence and it didn't work.
The party died. He should have stopped doing all of the shit he was doing because he said, listen, all them niggas was doing all that shit. Jay, him. But Jay realized when the tide was changing.
This is a bad year.
Yo, that big pimping shit was getting kind of stale and lame, and new movements and new eras was starting to come up. He started sanitizing his whole look. He got married. He ended the bachelor lifestyle, got married, got out the game, got in the cut.
I'm going to say this. In a way, AK is, maybe I'm part of the problem. Maybe AK is a part of the problem. But AK is not seriously, you got to understand, AK is the one that started this big time blogging. No, I don't look up to him. So everybody has their own style. Like, he like to add a little comedy with the shit. Like, and when you're down, when you are an A-list celebrity, you make all this money, you're down, he gonna kick you. He gonna kick you. I mean, he's going to kick you. It don't matter if it's Drake. It don't matter if it's Kendrick Lamar. If it's he like Drake. So if it's other people, bro, like he gonna kick you, bro. He gonna make you feel it. He gonna crack jokes, and you gotta take it. You know.
I think he got married like in 2008 or some shit like that, right? 2008, 2005.
This guy is smart as hell. He created this lane that we on right now, man. Like. If you see the way he types so fucking fast, now this nigga
2008 got out the game.
Fucking secretary, fool.
They said Diddy, he really Mr. Can't Stop, Won't Stop. They said that's what got him in trouble. Cause he meets Cassie in 2010 or some shit like that, right?
And you know, to us, we the outsiders, we looking at it like, damn, this a serious shot. It's a serious. But I don't think if you be serious with it all the time that you could hold that many people, bro. He had 22,000 people in a live at one time.
And he's still trying to do the same old shit. And they said that's what fucked up his shit. This is what somebody in the image told.
Out of them 22,
they said, listen,
out of them 22 people, everybody ain't serious. Some people gonna joke around with it. Some gonna have different. It's 22,000 different opinions. You know?
Blind. But the reason why Diddy getting called out on Front Street, that boy wouldn't stop. Diddy's having competitions on who could fuck more girls with his son. Like, I'm like, what?
Yeah, man.
That's crazy,
that nigga
right?
do his shit, man.
Imagine you and your son at Thanksgiving dinner like, Playboy.
He do his shit, fool.
I'm about to fuck 50 hoes this year. How much you about to fuck? Like crazy shit. I can't even imagine some shit like that. But he wouldn't stop, allegedly. And then, but they're saying that Jay escaped a lot of it.
I be just thinking the drinking. He should stop the drinking.
He stopped hanging, stopped going to some of those parties.
If DJ Academic stopped the drinking during the live, he wouldn't be joking and shit like that. It be the drinking, bro. That shit, he drinks like a motherfucker straight out the bottle. That nigga drinking Don Julio, the brown bottle, right out the bottle. He just take a shot. I'm like, boy, damn, boy, you gonna finish that whole bottle for the motherfucker.
He became really Grandpa Hov. He became the guy who, you know, I got to go home because wifey need me with the kids. I leave at 8 now. Before you used to leave at 4, you leave at 8 now. You know what I mean? To the point where, you know, he boring now. You don't even invite that nigga.
You know why I like him? Because he really not biased. And that's what I'm trying to stop being, biased. Like, he ain't a fan of the shit. Maybe it's because he rich. Like, when you get money off this shit and you become rich, maybe you don't really give a shit about shit, you know? You know, but he ain't biased, my nigga. He gonna kick the shit out of your ass when you down, boy. He gonna kick you.
Nigga, man.
He gonna give you what
Always
you
talking about, like,
and
bro, you
everybody
gotta go
gonna
on
hear
like shit.
what he got to say.
But supposedly that was good. Anyway, also, I just seen this tweet. Tony Busby.
No, that liquor, he be cracking.
He says,
jokes.
regarding the Jay-Z lawsuits and his effort to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a payment from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Okay, now this is bullshit.
Hey, when that girl ran off with his money to Houston and was fucking with that ball player nigga, I roasted academics. He know he got it. He had his time too. When he was messing with that chick and he was in love with her and she burnt out with his money. I don't know why the fuck he would have that type of amount of money sitting in his house like he a fucking drug dealer or something. Then that girl peeled that nigga and motherfucking she went to Houston. Out of all places. He got his money back, but I'm just saying, like, I roasted him, I ran the whole story about it.
Yeah, she didn't say give me $30 million.
Hey,
but going into mediation is basically saying they're gonna then ask Jay-Z to give you some money. Right? So it's still gonna be money. So yeah, we didn't demand a number. We just said, let's go to mediate, and the mediator was going to give a number. Because that's what mediators do. You know, it's a civil lawsuit. The only penalty here could be money, right?
He probably did, Steven.
Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has the opposite impact. She's so emboldened, I'm very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not the media.
Let me tell y'all this. Yeah, we're gonna come be winding down because that's been my 2 hours. But yeah, man, this is weird, man. This is a blackout hip hop. This is I got you, Poke Dog. I got you, Smoke Dog. You know it ain't shit. This is not good. Like, I keep studying because I'm trying to find a word to read to say this shit in the right way because we on YouTube, bro. This is fucked up. This is fucked up, dog. Like, this is like, and no, I don't want I don't want Diddy to go to jail. But if Diddy did what they alleged that Diddy ass needs to be under that, and no, it shouldn't be no bond for him. Quit trying. They said that he might get a chance at a fourth try to get bumped. Diddy, just do the speedy trial. I wouldn't do no speedy trial, nigga. I'm gonna sit this thing out. I want everybody who was in the building when these crimes happened. They gonna have to take that stand. I don't give a fuck. I don't want no speedy trial. We gonna go through each one of these 5 to 100 to 1,000 witnesses, nigga. They all taking the stand. I don't care if they A-list celebrity or nobody's or made. I want them on the stand, nigga. Ain't no speedy trial. They not gonna let you out, Diddy. You had them weapons. It's proven fact that you didn't have prostitutes in the house. It's proven fact that you done flew the prostitutes from a whole nother state. Y'all know what that is. Y'all know what they call that. That's right there. You had illegal weaponry with serial numbers shaved off them. They talking about you drugging. You got caught with the baby oil. They even said you were putting it in water in this indictment. You was giving people... Bro, it's people, vegan people, or regular people, healthy people who like to party. They don't do drugs or drink. So you knew you couldn't get them. So I'm going to get the motherfuckers that's hot, that's been dancing all night here in the water bottle. Man, this ain't right. This ain't right, y'all. By no means necessary, bro. This ain't right, fool. This is not right. I ain't gonna say if I believe it or not, because it's just too much, my nigga. Every day is something new, y'all. This is why I really don't like to touch on this Diddy shit, but I had to get on Jay-Z. You know I had to come back. I don't, like, it's so much shit, dog. It's something about Diddy that comes out every single day. Sometimes more than one thing. The other day it said 13 more charges. I'm like, 13 more? Like, oh, dog, this shit is hard to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to keep up with, man. I don't know, man, but I will tell you this, man. Somebody got to go down for this shit, dog. I'm glad it ain't me. Antonio's a buster in the South. Hey, man, they don't... Hey... yeah, man, cause like, dog, this ain't, this is like too much, man. Like, okay, what I'm saying and what I'm trying to explain to y'all is like, I'm blogging about the Lil Durk trial and shit too. There is no new intel. Ain't nothing coming out every day about Lil Durk. It's nothing coming out every day, bro. It is something that is coming out every day. The law's playing with his laptop. The laws, he feel like the laws is watching him more than they watching more inmates. All types of shit. Accused of not cleaning up his room, making the inmates clean it up. Dog, it's something every single day. Every day. Every day. But y'all, it's been my time. Y'all people been definitely been beautiful tonight, man. It's been a good show, man. Without y'all, once again, this won't be a show. I'm just one person, man. I need the intel from y'all. You know, y'all good people. The respectful opinions of y'all. I respect all opinions. If you say, fuck Diddy, I mean, I respect that because it's respectful. I mean, or Diddy took it up to, you know, that's how y'all feel. That's respectful, as long as it's not towards me. We talking about respect, like, that's how you feel. Dog, I know this subject is going to shake up the tree. Because people say that Jay-Z is the best rapper on the planet. They say that Jay-Z is the best rapper on the planet. This is going to shake up. If y'all think somebody like Charleston White or somebody got fans that are bad, or NBA Youngboy got some fans that's bad, just check out this shit right here. Let me remind you, people like NBA Youngboy got fans that'll jump out and fight his ops. We talking about fans, people who pay for tickets and songs, jump out and want to fight his ops for him. Hey, these people, these Jay-Z people, they go, man, they gonna go crazy, bro. He didn't do it. No, I know he didn't do it. I know. Why would he do it? Why? He's the king of rap. People gonna go crazy, dog. Hey, when I go by the name of Self-Made Hustle TV, where the hustle has to be in you, not on you. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't, hit the like button. Hit the like button on your way out. I also have memberships too, if y'all want to. Ask about them, and I comment under the video, and I'll get y'all one, man. Salute to all, man. I'm gone.